Hello everyone, it's Myeongkrejan. Today I am going to read S5 50, 50, 59. Junie B. Jones is not a crook. Chapter 1, No Good Reason. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice. Except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B and that's all. Here is a story for you. It's called Once Upon a Time. My grandfather, named Frank Miller, went to the store and he bought me some mittens. Once upon a time. My grandfather, named Frank Miller, went to the store and he bought me some mittens. They're made out of black furry fur. And guess what? It's not even my birthday or Christmas or Valentine's Day. Plus, the mittens were not even on sale. Grandpa Miller just bought them for no good reason, and that's the bestest reason I ever heard of. That's how come I love that guy very much. Plus, also, he can skip. The end. I like that story a real lot, because guess what? I didn't make it up. That's why. That adventure actually happened to me. My Grandpa Miller really did buy me mittens for no good reason. They are gorgeous, I tell you. When I first opened them, I got filled with glee. Glee is when you run and jump and skip and laugh and clap and dance on top of the dining room table. Then your mother takes you down from the table and she carries you to your room for a timeout. Timeouts kill the glee. I wore my new mittens the whole entire morning. Plus also, I wore them to afternoon kindergarten. I wore them with my attractive winter jacket. Only wasn't actually cold out. Only who even cares? That outfit looked very beautiful together. I showed my mittens to my bestest friend named Grace. Also, I showed them to a variety of strangers. After I got to school, I held my hands over my head and I ran all over the playground. Look, everybody, look at my new mittens. My grandpa Frank Miller bought them for no good reason. I waved them all around in the air. How many children see these lovely things? Raise your hands, I hollered. Nobody raised their hand. How many children think these mittens are gorgeous? Please come forward, I yelled. Nobody came forward. I put my hands back down and walked to that Grace. I couldn't create any interest, I said, very glum. Only guess what? Just then I spotted my other bestest friend named Lucille. I ran my fastest to greet her. Lucille, Lucille, look at my gorgeous new mittens. See them? They are made out of black furry fur. Lucille patted them. My family has lots of fur, she said. My mother has a fur cape, and my aunt has a fur jacket. And my uncle has a fur hat, plus my nana just bought a brand new mink coat. Only she can wear it outside the house, or else people will throw paint on her. My mouth came all the way open. Why, Lucille, why will people throw paint on your nana? I asked. Lucy crossed her arms. Don't you know anything, Junie B. Jones? It's because people who love furry animals don't like them being made into coats for nana. Just then I felt relief in me because I'm not even a nana, that's why. Besides, my mittens aren't even made out of real furry animal. They're made out of fake furry animal, and those kind don't even count. All of a sudden, the bell rang for school. I zoomed to my room like a speeding rocket. Because guess why? More people to show my mittens too. That's why. Chapter 2, Fur Hands. I showed my mittens to my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's all. To feel them, Mrs., I said. Feel how soft they are. I rubbed them on her face. Ooh, they are soft, Junie B, she said. Be sure and put them in your jacket pockets so they won't get lost, okay? I skipped very happy to my seat. Yeah, only I'm not even going to lose them, I said to just myself. I'm gonna wear them right on my hands the whole livelong day, 'cause I love these guys, that's why. I took off my attractive winter jacket and sat down at my table. Then I tapped on Lucille with my furry mittens. Hello, how are you today? I have fur hands. See them, Lucille? See my hands of fur? I flew them in the air. This is what four hens look like when they are flying in the air, I said. I waved hello. This is what four hens look like when they are waving hello, I said. Lucille did a frown. You're being annoying, she said. That's how come I turned around and I smiled at a boy named William. I have four hands. William see them in my hand. I tapped on his head. This is what four hands look like when they are tapping you on your head, I said. Just then I got up from my chair and I skipped to my boyfriend named Ricardo. I tickled him under the chin with my softy hands of fur. This is what four hands look like when they are tickling you under your chin, I said. Then I grinned and grinned, 'cause that boy brings out the best in me, that's why. Pretty soon, Mrs. saw me out of my seat. She held my hand and marched me back to my table. This is how four hands look when they are marching to my table, I said. Mrs. plopped me in my chair. Then she pulled off my four hands and she put them on her desk. I did a sad sigh. That's how four hands look when they are no longer in my possession, I whispered to just myself. After that, I put my head on my desk and covered up with my arms, and I didn't come out for a real long time. Chapter 3, Being Brownie. Mrs. said I could have my mittens back at recess. I stared and stared at the clock. Then I tapped my fingers on my table, and I did loud breath. Lucille tattled on me. Junie keeps tapping her fingers and making loud breath, and I can't even concentrate on my work, she grouched. Mrs. came to my table. Hello, how are you today? I said, kind of nervous. I'm fine, except I don't actually have my mittens. She tapped the food real fast. That was not a good sign, I think. And you guess what? Just then the bell rang for recess. Oh boy, I yelled. Oh boy, 'cause now I can have my mittens back. Right, Mrs.? Right, right. I zoomed to a desk and put 'em on my hand. Then I rubbed those softy things all over my cheeks. It's good to be with you again, I whispered into their fur. After that, I put on my attractive winter jacket and I skipped outside with my friends. Me and Tattletale, Lucille, and that Grace play horses together at recess. I'm Brownie, Lucille is Blackie, and that Grace is Yellowy. I'm Yellowy, shouted that Grace. I'm Blackie, shouted Lucille. I'm Brownie, I shouted. Only just then I looked at my mitten. I did a frown, 'cause there was a little bit of problem here, I think. Yeah, only how can I even be Brownie? 'Cause my horse paws are black. So I'm two different colors. Apparently, Lucid and the Grace did frowns too. Said the Grace. Said Lucy. I said. Just then the Grace clapped her hands together very excited. I know, Junie. Today you and Lucille can trade. Today Lucille can be Brownie, and you can be Blackie. So that way your horse paws will be the right color. Me and Lucille looked and looked at that girl. 'Cause what kind of crazy idea was that? I did a huffy breath. Yeah, only how can I even be Blackie when I'm already Brownie, Grace? I said I've been Brownie for my whole entire career. You can't just go changing, you know. Yeah, Grace, you can't just go changing, said Lucille. That Grace looked embarrassed at herself. Oh, yeah. What was I thinking? She said, very mumbling. After that, all of us sat down in the grass, and we tapped on our chins. We thinked and thinked and thinked. Then all of a sudden, my whole face lighted up. I thought of it. I thought of it. I know exactly what to do. I shouted. I jumped up. Start again, Grace. Say your name again. Say that you're Yellowy. The Grace looked curious at me. I'm Yellowy, she said. I pointed to Lucille. I'm Blackie, she said next. I spinned around real joyful. I'm Brownie, I shouted. Only guess what? Yesterday, my grandpa Brownie bought me black furry mittens. So that's how come I'm two different colors apparently. After that, all of us did high fives and we started playing horses. We galloped and trotted and snorted and snuffled. Only too bad for me, 'cause the sun kept on beating down on my horse's head, and I got drippity inside my attractive winter jacket. I'm gonna die from heat perspiration, I said. That's how come I trotted over to a tree. And I took off all my stuff. First, I took off my attractive winter jacket. Then I took off my furry black mitten and I piled them in a careful pile. After that, I galloped away to find my horse friends and we played and played. Please, Mrs. Blue, her loud whistle, that means the end of recess. Coming, shouted Yellowy. Coming, shouted Blacky. Coming, I shouted, and I hurried back to the tree to get my stuff. Only guess what? I saw something very terrible there, that's what. And it's called, hey, somebody stole my mittens. Chapter 4, No Teddy Backpack. I run all around the tree. 911, 911, I holler. Somebody stole them. Somebody stole my mittens. Mrs. came very quick. They stole them. They stole my mitten. 911, I shouted some more. Mrs. bended down next to me. Who, Junie? Who stole them? She asked. A stealer, that's true. Stealer stole them. And so what kind of school is this? 'Cause I didn't even know there was crooks at this place. Mrs. said, calm down, my boy. Yeah, only I can even calm it down that good. 'Cause I am heartsick, that's why. Heartsick is the grown-up word for when your heart is sick. I looked at the ground, weird said. Now all I have left is my dumb, attractive jacket. Mrs. picked it up. Then she holded my hand. And me and her started to walk. You and I are going to the office, she told me. I quick tried to get my hand away from her. No, Mrs., I'm not allowed to go there. Mother said if I get sent it to the office one more time, I will get grounded, young lady. Tears came in my eyes. Grounded, young lady, is when I have to stay on my own ground. I said plus all so I can go on the rock. Mrs. Smile, I'm not taking you to the principal's office to punish you, Junie. I'm taking you to find John Mitten. I did a gasp. Principal? I asked, very shocked. Principal stole my mitten? Mrs. laughed real loud. No, Junie, he didn't steal your mitten. The office is where the lost and found is located. After that, she took my hand again, and we hurried up to the office. There is a grouchy typing lady at that place. I'm not fond of her. Junie needs to look through the lost and found. Mrs. told her, please send her back to class when she is finished. Then Mrs. went back to room 9 and left me there all by myself. The typing lady looked over the counter at me. I did a gulp. Yep, only. I'm not even bad today. I explained, very nervous. Somebody stole my mitten. And that's the end of my tale. Typing lady kept on looking at me. She didn't say any word. The sweat came on my head. Phew, it's warmish in here, isn't it? I said. Just then I heard the door open. It was a principal. He was coming out of his office. I jumped up and down at his side, 'cause I know that guy very good. Principal, look, it's me. It's Junie Jones. My mittens got stolen on the playground. And so Mrs. brought me here to get them. So I just hand them over and I will be on my way. No question asked. Principal looked funny at me. Then he went to the closet and pulled out a big box. This is the lost and found, Junie. He explained. Anytime that someone finds something that's been lost, they bring it here and we put it in this box. How come? How come they bring it here instead of taking it home? 'Cause one time I found a nickel in the street and Daddy said I could put it in my bank. 'Cause finding isn't the same thing as stealing. Right, Principal? Finding is a lucky dog. Principal laughed a little bit. Well, finding a nickel in the street is different, Junie. For one thing, it would be almost impossible to discover who the owner of the nickel really was. And for another thing, losing a nickel isn't really a big deal, but when someone loses something personal like messenger, for instance, well, that's a very big deal. And so if someone else finds the mitten, they can bring them to the lot they found and the owner can get them back. He smiled. And that makes everyone happy, Junie. He said the owner is happy because she has her mittens back and the person who found them is happy because she's done a good deed. He pointed to a piece of paper taped on the box. See this? This is a poem the third grade wrote about the lost and found. It says, if you find stuff, bring it in. All day long, you'll wear a grin. I did a frown. Yeah, only here's the problem. I didn't lose my mitten. They got stole. on purpose, so no one would bring them in, and with a grin, probably Principal raised up his eyebrow. Well, you never know, Junie. Why don't you look in there and see? He opened up the box for me. That's when my eyes got big and wide, 'cause it was filled with the wonderful listed items I ever saw. There was sweater, sweatshirt, baseball cap, gloves, ball, lunchbox, scarf, sunglasses, and a watch with a Mickey Mouse on it. Oh, there was a backpack that looked like a teddy bear. Ooh, I always wanted one of these. I hollered, real thrilled. I put it on my back and skipped around the office. How does it look back there? Principal ran after me. He took the teddy off my back and put it back in the box. We are looking for your mittens, remember? Just then I felt upset again, 'cause I almost forgot about those furry guys. That's why. Oh yeah, my mittens. I looked through the box some more. They're not here. My mittens are gone forever and ever, I think. I just said so. Then I picked up the teddy backpack. Okay, maybe I will take this instead. I said, 'cause this teddy backpack will ease my pain. I believe people said no. How come? 'Cause the owner doesn't even want it anymore, I bet. Her mother already bought her a new teddy backpack. Probably, and so this one is just going to go waste. Stood me up, turned me to the door. That meant I'm leaving, I think. Come back tomorrow and look for your mittens again, he said. I talked real fast. Yeah, only I just remembered something. I used to have a teddy backpack just like that one, maybe. Only then I lost it, probably, and so I better take that one home with me, or else my mother might be mad. Walked me to the door. He faced me down the hall. Goodbye, Junie, he said. I hanged my head real disappointed. 'Cause guess what? Goodbye means no teddy backpack. The end.